Well, I hate to kick off the weekend with one of those, what do you call it? I told you so type videos. But this is one of them. It's worth mentioning. And believe it or not, this ended up being more of a lightning in a bottle than you could possibly ever imagine. I the high price tag, sure, scares off most normal people, like myself. I ended up not ordering any of these because I don't have that kind of indispensable income where I could just buy something like this. The middle class earnings of a lot of folks right here cannot really support something like this. However, reported by a few individuals that did buy these, they actually had a relatively quick flip of these. We're going to talk a little bit about what the 230th anniversary flowing hair relief gold coin um, has been selling for on the secondary market. It is absolutely going to blow your fucking minds on this one. Pardon my French. Um, I'm excited about it, even though I had no skin in the game. It wasn't even going to come remotely close to having any skin in the game on this one. It's exciting to see a mint product still catching some fire. Um, and I hope it sticks, to be absolutely honest. I hope it sticks in the long run. I hope they don't remake it in 2025. I mean, why would they? We get called the 231st anniversary. It's the stupidest sounding thing that could possibly ever happen. But this coin right here, ladies and gentlemen, with a mintage of only 17,500 pieces, ended up selling out within moments. Moments. Um, if you weren't there at the time of release, to the second, you were shut out. That was the moments. Within seconds. Mere I think someone had clocked in 3 or 4 minutes. This thing was virtually unavailable after that point. Um, but it's a classic case of providing something to the general public that you just cannot ignore. You just can't ignore if you got the money and you bought one of these. Congratulations. Um, the amount of money that you can flip this for is pretty nice. Is it otherworldly? No, not at all. It's still worth the hassle in my opinion to get one of these to flip. And you don't even have to grade it. Here's kind of like the backwards ass 180 degree shit with this release compared to the silver ones. The silver ones, as you guys know, it was another hot release. I think still to this day they're still in the $180 to $200 range for a raw, unopened box. Um, this particular one right here compared to that, lesser mintage. It's gold. It has a denomination of $1. $1 for a 1 ounce gold. That just blows my mind. Usually be like $50. If we're kind of comparing it to, say, the gold eagles or the gold buffaloes, they have what, a $50 face value. So I was kind of taken aback by that they chose $1. $1 usually means it's silver. All right. Well, the silver ones are medals. They're not actual legal tender coins. They're just they're silver, silver medals, and they did phenomenally well. They ended up releasing 230 of them with a Privy mark, and they also did the same with this one. I don't know if you guys know this, but they released 230 of these with a Privy mark. Here's the catch, and this is kind of like that 180 degrees kind of backwards thing right here. The regular coin, ladies and gentlemen, is going to end up being the biggest banger of them all because the mint, as kind of like a final swerve, a final kind of like wrench in the proverbial fan, guess what? We recognize the secondary market Yeah, which means they give a shit about how much these things are selling for. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to auction off every bit of those 230 coins in a private auction in December. They're going to sell each coin individually. Now, could we imagine how much these things are going to sell for? Consider it full market. Full market for each and every single one of those. It could be $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 and higher. We see what the silver ones are going for, right? They're going for thousands of dollars. The gold, I would imagine, is going to be way up there. All right, and people are going to be bidding up to that level. Now, here's kind of that caveat of that. Would you rather spend $25,000 on one singular coin with the prospect of making $1,000 to $2,000? Keep in mind the coin market, folks. Precious metals, it's very low margin. They're not going to buy something like this in the hopes of making $10,000. It might happen, I don't know. But if they're going to do a private auction sale for the 230th Privy gold coins, you best believe that everybody's going to be bidding that up to the max. All right, where there's going to be virtually no room for any commanding kind of gross profit. This, on the other hand, right here, okay, take a look at this. Realized sales within the last 24 hours. 5,000, 5,200. These, mind you, are for raw coins, not graded. This is the kind of flippage that you could realize off these. $5,000 is your floor, guys. Even the graded ones, grading is a crapshoot. We get send the coin off and it comes back in like 3-4 weeks, and then you still sell it for $5,000. It doesn't make any sense. You know, there were some earlier sales at 4,700. You know, they definitely left a little bit of money on the table, but the most realized of sales up to the moment, $5,000, which means you would have profited, okay, before fees and stuff, around $1,350. That is what it comes out to. Now, you mean to tell me when you spend 3,600 and some odd change dollars on one of these regular gold coins to make $1,300? Can you imagine the person bidding on the 230 Privy golds all the way up to the max and end up maybe profiting as much as this regular coin, if not less? Again, razor thin margins here. The mint, by no surprise, ended up pricing these things about $1,000 above and beyond what spot price was at the time of the release of that pricing. Isn't that what I said, ladies and gentlemen, on my last video? Yeah, we knew that was going to happen because it happens every time, right? And yeah, sure, I'm flexing my muscles right now. I am proud as shit to call this right as it is. We knew this one was going to be hot. Even at the super elevated price of $3,600 above and beyond 1 ounce spot price of gold, we knew it was going to have a crazy secondary market, and here it is. I mean, these things are going to have a lot of kind of like staying power, you know, over the next 12 to 24 months, just so long as they don't reproduce us next year. That's kind of like the fine print in all of this. You know, it's hot right now, and I consider this coin to be just that, a hot potato coin. All right, I hope that for a number of you that did take advantage of this, that you're happy with your purchase. It's a beautiful, stunning piece. One in which that, you know, I've been ultra critical at design work at the Mint on a few of their things. This one, they really knocked it home because it's great. All right, it's going to be a coin that's going to be awesome. It'll have lots of staying power. No guarantee that a graded piece is definitely the way to go. Some people say, well, I'm going to get it so I could grade it. Look at the results. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything other than waste your time. You have to wait for this thing to come back to you. So that's the gold dollar 1 ounce gold flowing hair. Kind of wild. A lot of people, have been wondering, how is this thing going to do with the new waiting room feature in the US Mint. It ended up doing okay. It did okay. All right. Not for me. Sure. I probably could have scraped all my pennies, sold a few coins to get this thing. But I figure I would just leave it as is. Um, again, this thing sold out in like 3 minutes or less. It's dumb. Yeah, it's just it tells you everything you need to know about the popularity of this coin. And furthermore, all the people that junked on this one, there were a lot of people. When I did that last video about a month ago, it was probably not even a month ago, about this coin, there were a lot of people that junked on it. I think a lot of people junked on it because of the price. That was one of those things. Plus, it's like, oh, I'll never buy from the U.S. Mint again. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm afraid of making money myself. If it were up to me, and if I had $15,000-$20,000 in a savings account, I would have bought this immediately, right? And then flipped it and then enjoy, which is essentially enough money to fund Christmas, if you think about it that way. Now, if you did not get this and you're still looking at ways to fund Christmas, there is also something else I wanted to notify you guys on. Things are winding down on the Star Note production. How do I know? There's not a whole lot out there on the secondary market for 2021 Star Notes. There's just not. It's going to end up being the key component of Star Notes for the foreseeable future, largely in part because the BEP is closing the window on the production of Star Notes because they had invested wisely in a non-sequential LEPI press. And because of that, Star Notes are going to be a thing of the past. They made the announcement May of 2022 or 23. It's one of the two. Who cares? That they are doing a 24-month wind down of the production of these. Some people have said, "Oh, that's just a hogwash." I don't believe that for 1 second. Look at eBay. Weren't we talking about these intermittently over the last 90 days? Star Notes, be careful. These things are going to be non-existent here real soon. I think the production has wind down to nothing now. I don't think they're making any more of these. Again, that's my opinion. But when you type in 2021 $1 Star Note BEP being the strap, there are, out of these 8 that have come up, there are only 2 live sales. One legitimate BEP strap with the actual BEP paper with the print, it says BEP logo on the reverse of it. And then there's another one right here that doesn't have a BEP paper strap. Look at the price. This person here for the BEP this is a generic paper band that they use. $100. It's not legit. I mean, sure, it's gonna have 100 2021 dollar bills in there. What probably ended up happening was this went to the bank. The bank has to tear the band off, the original BEP band, which is unfortunate, and then they have to run it through the counter just to make sure it has 100 in there. And then they put one of their generics on it. That one right there I'd probably stay away from because it's not original. It doesn't have the original band. I mean, you could, I suppose, replace it with one from another, like this one here, which is not a Star Note strap. This one does have 3 Star Notes, 2021. That's kind of interesting. But this is kind of like how they're being produced right now, where they mix up stuff in there. So it's not going to be a full run, like a HA block run of 100 notes. You might have 35 of them of one particular block, and they'll convert over to a different block, and then you might have a few stars mixed in there. This one right here, the only one, bar none, on eBay currently, $315. The last realized sale of a BEP strap was $400. Right? I don't know if you guys knew this. I've been actively looking for these straps. I've had 0 success at $300 per strap, 3 times face value. Um, and just completely got schooled. There are none out there. This is a 93 strap. But 2021 dated Star Notes are going to become kind of like the desire of collectability because it's the last year of Star Notes. There's always kind of that association of the last of something, whatever that date is going to be the most desirable, in collectibles and various other things. Yeah, there's a little close up of your just generic band right there. Is it worth every bit the $400? I will tell you, it will disappear. It'll disappear one day at every bit of the $400. And that's it. That's going to be all she wrote on this one, guys. Star Note program, rest in peace. It was fun while it lasted, and guess what? The collectability is going to go up through the roof on this one. I've noticed a price hike in valuation of the duplicate Star Notes of 2013. They have been going up. Just regular notes, at one point you could have gone for $10-15. Now they're twice that, which is crazy to me. It's crazy how much in a very, very short period of time where these things have appreciated to value because of the announcement of the discontinuation of Star Note production. But there you go. That's what I want to talk about. Happy Friday, by the way, guys. A little kind of like slap of reality to our faces here on a few of the items that we talked about. That gold flowing hair is just stunning. It was going to be one of those talked about items for the year. The silver, of course, in its very timely release, did a lot to help promote the gold, and then eventually it's end up promoting that insane private auction sale thing that they're going to do in December for the Privy golds. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys up to date on what those look like. I mean, we could all go on there to bear witness at the anarchy that's going to be that coin, but we'll see what happens. So you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll be on later tonight. My one lone singular show for the week on Whatnot. Go ahead, sign up if you haven't done so already. Gearing up for the holiday giveaway rush, first week of December. Still on as we know it. We'll see. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on Whatnot. Sign up down below, and if you sign up under me, you get $15 off your first item that you purchase. I mean, it's a pretty good deal there. Buy the dip. Silver is officially at a discount right now. Take advantage of that. I would. But that's it. I'm out of here, guys. Have a great Friday. Take it easy, and hopefully I'll see you tonight. See ya.